EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Hill. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Ravens hit 4-6 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
You talk about this Falcon defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by tight end Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Well, a first carry here for Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll find Hodgins there, complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball throw and came away with 5 interceptions.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. He has already cracked the century mark in receiving in this opening quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They try the left side with Hill. Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. On play action, here's Ritter. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Roquan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Set, ready, black shot. Ready.
Ritter off the play fake. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give up the gut to Hill. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Report. Hey, report.
Jackson now. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their 1st turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Ritter with it after the play fake. Oh, Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They set up the screen to Hill. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get... Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson, and that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Hey. Sit up.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that one complete to Hodgins. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that will drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman from 21 yards away. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now. Well, he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw is Jackson. And he's got it. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens just continue to roll. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tyus Bowser with a pick. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, it's Hill. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Jackson running again.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is, don't quit competing.
2nd and 5.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. And he is caught, and he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 39. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st down, Ritter. caught out left side by Robinson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
On play action, here's Ritter.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And they're going to speed things up here.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Falcons are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Ritter will throw for it.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of full time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I really enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return.
And it will be Falcon football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Now Ritter to throw on first down. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here's Ritter. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Robinson.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2. Ritter fires quickly out wide.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready,
at the
ready.
13-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. From 13 yards out.
And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to hit right of the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, middle.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Play action. It's Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Ritter now. He'll go up top here for Hamler. That is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Rail. Yellow. Set.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Going play action. Ritter. Forced out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Hill. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now as he's totaled it 21 times. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now they toss out right to Hill. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Rolling to his right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball.
And now here is another interception.
take over first down and goal at the 6-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Let's go.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.